They are mainly evolved beings from the angelic kingdom, as well as those you call extraterrestrials. They have volunteered for these jobs. Since they exist in great numbers in each group in the light realms, they take turns fulfilling these positions, thus avoiding drudgery for anyone at any time. These portals and corridors of light are filled with various kinds of wondrous and interesting comfort stations of great beauty that cosmic travelers use to meet friends, to recharge their energies, or to simply receive information and direction. At times, they are the sites of great encounters between beings from many dimensions. Following are a few guidelines for some of the portals for this planet, solar system, and galaxy. The same principles apply everywhere, but the higher you go in frequency, the more highly evolved are the guardians of these portals. The first rule is that no one can travel freely through portals or gateways to dimensions higher than the level of consciousness they themselves have attained. You must first have the permission of those who reside where you want to go. Permission is sometimes granted to souls who are not yet at the necessary level if they are accompanied by a sponsor, a being from a higher dimension who accompanies them. A planetary ascended master who has attained a high level of consciousness may also volunteer to take such a soul to their destination. For example, if you were personally called to the great central sun of this universe for an interview with the Father or Mother God, a being such as Sananda, Mother Mary, or Saint Germain could take you there, or an emissary from that plane would come to get you. In order to get there, you would have to travel through various multidimensional planetary, galactic, and universal corridors and gateways. Unless you are with someone who has a cosmic passport to travel those corridors, you may not be allowed to go all the way to the Great Central Sunday. The role of the guardians is to maintain the integrity and purity of the various planetary systems, galaxies, and universes. Each corridor, gateway, portal, and grid system is guarded by beings who resonate with the level of frequency of the place they are protecting. Unless this resonance is matched, entry may be denied. These rules safeguard the integrity, purity, and efficiency of those portals and corridors. Understand that if you were to travel to the Great Central Sun or the galactic core through these corridors, it is a very great physical distance from the Earth plane. If I were to explain in detail all the steps, it would fill several chapters and you would see how complicated this becomes. In reality, when one has attained the level of evolution that is required to travel to those places, it only takes seconds to arrive there. These corridors allow cosmic travelers to visit countless planets or galaxies and places beyond this universe. Your travel happens in the twinkle of an eye, unless you choose to make several stops along the cosmic highways to enjoy the view and social activities. A long time ago, in our solar system and Milky Way galaxy, the Arcturians took on the job of creating and maintaining a large percentage of our multidimensional portals and COR riders. They have become great experts in this work, and their expertise has been and will continue to be in demand throughout this entire universe. The role of the guardians of portals is to prevent unwanted energies from infiltrating places of great purity and wisdom. It is also to offer direction, guidance, comfort and information to travelers who are learning multidimensional travel and traveling those corridors for the first time. You may want to consider these guardians as diplomatic relation teams. Actually, none of this happens exactly the way I am explaining it to you now. The complexity simply cannot be explained and comprehended from a third-dimensional perspective. This explanation will give you a basic idea, however, of how it works. Spacecraft also travel through those systems of corridors, gateways, and grid systems to go wherever they want at great speed. Although I mentioned that the Arcturians are the great masters and guardians of the main portals of this galaxy, they are not the only ones. Each planetary system has its own portal and corridor system that is guarded and maintained, usually by advanced souls from that same system. The Sirians and the Andromedans, among others, also work in close collaboration with the Arcturians to maintain these vast and numerous multidimensional openings. Those of you who are star seeds, who have come to this planet from other worlds, are already familiar with most of these portals, corridors, and the beings who guard them. When you are not in a physical body, you already know how to get back and forth. Once you have completed your evolutionary process here of ascension and enlightenment, you will remember how to do this quite easily. Your grand cosmic passport will be returned to you with the stamp for a much expanded arena of cosmic traveling than the one you previously were allowed. I promise that you will never be bored or weary again unto eternity. You will be free to join those who are busy exploring and expanding.